everyone, welcome to Astra Journey. In today's video, I would like to talk about full moon in Gemini. This full moon in Gemini happened at December 8th at 4 a.m. and 7 minutes of Universal Time. This full moon will happen at 16 degrees of Gemini. Please check your chart and find where you have a Gemini in your chart. And now I would like to share this chart of this full moon with you. Just be with me for a moment. As you can see, this is a full moon in Gemini chart, and we have a moon and sun opposite each other. Every full moon we have sun and moon opposite each other. And this time moon will be in 16 degrees of Gemini and sun will be in Sagittarius 16 degrees. And this full moon, we have a special full moon because we have a planet Mars retrograde in conjunction with this moon. And this conjunction can trigger some conflicts, can trigger anger and disagreement between people. We need to be careful, don't fight, because it's very emotional conflict conjunction, because moon in astrology is our emotion, how we feel, and planet Mars in astrology represent anger, aggression, our action. And even these two planets in conjunction can give us impulsiveness and rash decision. And because it's happening, this conjunction happening in Gemini, and Gemini energy, it's about Gemini represent communication, any sort of information. It's reading communication, talking by phone, it's texting each other, email, internet, any kind of information represented by Gemini. And Gemini is an air mutable sign ruled by Mercury. Gemini rule third house of our siblings, our neighbors. It's our transport, and we need to be careful when we're driving. We need to be careful on the road. We need to be careful how we speak, because this conjunction give impulsive reaction, and people may be very they will be more emotional, they will be more impulsive and talking without thinking. And but because we have ruler of this full moon, we have in Mercury, ruler of this moon, we have in the Capricorn. If we will rely on this Mercury in Capricorn, which is more practical, more realistic, Mercury in Capricorn don't like to waste time. It's like talking to only facts. It's like talking to the point. And if we use energy over Mercury in Capricorn, then we can avoid conflict. And this planet Mercury, this placement can help us. Also want to mention that Mercury is going to be in the Capricorn until 11th of February, and it's going to be retrograde from 29th of December. And also another important aspect of this full moon, we have a planet Neptune. It's like a midpoint of this full moon, creating T-square between it's here in Pisces, 22-23 degrees of Pisces, and it's between moon in Gemini and between Sagittarius. It's like in the middle. And this aspect can tell us that can be some, because planet Neptune, it's a planet of illusion, deception, it's a chaos, it's a planet of blur boundaries, and it's dissolve boundaries. It's associated with the secrets. So we need to be careful, because maybe some information may be we may receive some false information. We need to check all data, all information, and also we need to be checked that other people understand what we're saying. Also, we may not understand. We may misunderstood what other people want to tell us. This is not good time to have some important conversation. If you have opportunity, please change to another time. Also, I want to say that full moon is usually can affect us few days before and after. But at the same time, we have a very beautiful aspect between planet Saturn in Aquarius and Mars retrograde in Gemini. And these two planets, they create trine. And this is one of the best trine, because this trine, it gives us some commitment, what we do, it gives us structure, it gives us some long-term, it gives us long-term ambitions and goals if we will do, because Saturn is a planet of time, and if we do something slowly but steady, and this we can achieve some good results. It's a long-term project, can be very successful. Also, Saturn represent government. It represent establishing system, structure, limits, obligation, and also I want to also another interesting aspect we have. It's a planet Venus. Planet Venus creating a square with the planet Venus in Sagittarius, creating square with the Jupiter in Pisces. And because Jupiter is in last degree of Pisces, it means we are finishing something, because Pisces is the last and final sign of zodiac, and it's in the last degree. It's preparing going forward to Aries sign, and this is this transition happen in December 20th. Jupiter will be already in Aries, and then we're going to have completely different energy. So also this aspect between Venus and Jupiter, we need to be careful, because Jupiter is our beliefs, and this Jupiter in Pisces is about spirituality, about transformational spirituality. We need to be careful. We need to be we need to be sure what is our beliefs. Are we going to have right beliefs? What is our values? Because Venus is responsible for values, and Jupiter is a planet of expansion. It's boosting something, make something bigger, and because this is not harmonious aspect, this may give us wrong beliefs. Also, this aspect is aspect of overspending, overindulging ourselves. So just be aware of this. And also I would like to say that every full moon we have a conclusion and culmination of something. And because if you remember, in earlier this year we had a new moon in Gemini in May 30th. If you remember what has happened then, this time maybe it's going to be maybe we're going to have a result of this event, what has happened in May 30th. It's not necessary, it's not have to be happens exactly the same day, but maybe close to these days. And also be remember that this full moon in Gemini, and Gemini energy, it's about communication, it's about new learning, it's about we need to be, because it's in conjunction with Mars, we need to try to avoid conflict. We need to try to avoid to be angry, and we need to be mindful about we need to be mindful of, and we need to stay calm and try not to be aggressive towards other people. I hope you have a wonderful full moon in Gemini. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe, and see you soon. Bye for now.